to say about them?
Well, number 11 is Mauritius. He's won his last two races. He was lucky to win at Sandown because Hot Fever was well clear when falling at the second last, and then Mauritius had to contend with a strong challenge from Glen Carey, which he held by a head. Glen Carey opposes him again here. Then Mauritius went on to win at Plumpton. This is a very different track, but I think he'll handle it all right. Gayle Warning is 9-4 favourite. Blackavar, the Irish challenger, is 11-2. Mauritius is 6-1, and it's 7-1 bar the 3.
Well, the 50-pound prize in this race for number 7 goes, or rather goes number 7, Glen Carey.
The objection has been sustained, so the placings are reversed between second and third in that last race, i.e. Jade and Diamond becomes second and Mollington third, but of course, as we told you earlier, the winner, Street Angel, was unaffected. Number 5, the favourite, is Gayle Warning, ridden by Mr. Sandy Dudgeon. Gayle Warning won his first two races this season, but was just beaten in the last of them at Kelso recently, but that was a satisfactory prelude to today. As you saw, he jumped the last fence just about in the lead last year before being run out of it up this long run in, and he's clear favourite and sure to give his backers a good run. Number 14 is Roadhead, ridden by Margaret Wilson, who attempts to be the first lady rider to be successful over this formidable course, and she's got a very experienced campaigner in Roadhead to ride. She's his regular partner, and they've run very consistently together. I remember them running right away from Spartan Missile at Ascot after Spartan Missile had run second here in the National. So he's a very good horse at his best. He's probably not quite as good as he was, but he's still run well this season. He was third last time out at Nottingham to the former Cheltenham Gold Cup winner Midnight Court. Number 7 is Glen Carey. Glen Carey, as I said earlier, was beaten by a head by Mauritius at Sandown. They meet on the same terms, and more recently, in fact, last Saturday at Newbury, Glen Carey was second again behind Ursa. And Glen Carey has won the prize for being the best turned out horse. A £50 award for Glen Carey's handler, the very experienced Jim Wilson in the saddle. Number 13 is Reliable Robert, ridden by Simon Sherwood, whose brother Oliver has had a winner this afternoon. Reliable Robert hasn't run this season, pulled up in his two starts last year, and will be one of the outsiders. And as the runners come out onto the course, here is a show of betting.
With Gayle Warning favourite on 9-4. Blackavar is 11-2, Mauritius 6-1, Roadhead 7-1, Glen Carey 9-1. Talon 11-1, Reliable Robert is 12s, and it's 14-1 bar these.
In the Grittar colours, the grey horse Tau Tame, who's owned and trained by Frank Gilman, who won the National 2 years ago with Grittar, has a good chance of winning it again this year, I would say. But Tau Tame, nothing like as good as his stable companion, but nonetheless a useful hunter-chaser, who finished second to Raymond Barr at Warwick last season. The mount of James Fanshawe. That is Larry Mack in the dark colours with white sleeves and a hoop cap, ridden by Mr. Patrick McEwen, followed out by one of the two blinkered runners, Reliable Robert, the other blinkered runner being Raymond Barr, who's got very similar colours, incidentally, to Larry Mack. So Larry Mack going out, followed by Reliable Robert. All 17 run here in the Haig Foxhunters steeplechase, run over exactly the same course as the first race we saw this afternoon. This is Highway Duel. Highway Duel in the dark blue and black check if you're watching in colour. Owned, trained and ridden by Mr. David Naylor Leyland. Highway Duel has had one run this season, finishing well behind Mauritius and Glencarry at Sandown. Number 9, Larry Mack. Like the one we've just seen, Highway Duel, Larry Mack's had one outing this year at Wincanton, which he finished 5th in the race where Roadhead was 3rd. That was a big field, so he'd have a bit of a chance on that running, assuming you think Roadhead's in here with a chance, which I do. And let's have another show of betting.
Gayle Warning hasn't shifted, still 9-4, still favourite. Blackavar's 11-2, Mauritius 6-1, Roadhead 7s, but Glencarry has come in a point from 9s to 8-1. Talon gone out to 12-1 with Reliable Robert, Lone Soldier 14-1, and Tautame 20-1, 33-1 bar.
Number 12 is Polaro, ridden by Mr. Anthony Fowler. Polaro is formerly a useful staying hurdler. He was second to Ursa at Newcastle last month, beaten by 20 lengths, but he was up against a very good horse in Ursa, who won very easily at Newbury last Saturday from Glencarry. But Polaro, in his latest start, was pulled up at Market Raisin, but I wouldn't take too much notice of that because he was disputing the lead when he slipped badly on landing at about the halfway stage. In the quartered colours there, Gay Tab, ridden by Mr. Charlie Brooks. Gay Tab has been 3rd in 2 starts this season, behind Spartan Rambler at Stratford and behind Compton Lad at Warwick. That was in useful company, the favourite on the right of the picture, but here in the foreground, dark colours with white epaulets, is Caldwell Case, ridden by Mr. Stephen Swires. Caldwell Case finished 2nd on his most recent start behind Kikori at Newcastle. In the spotted colours, the centre of the course is Broad Munro Wilson on Talon. Talon, formerly trained by Michael Dickinson, a very good stayer who jumps well, finished 2nd to Dickie Blob at Newbury, having made a lot of the running, jumping well in the lead, but could finish only 4th behind Mauritius and Glencarry at Sandown. They start the same position as in the Kaltenberg Pills chase. The fence in the foreground there is the chair. That is the 3rd fence on the course. The first 2 fences they jump are on the left of the picture there, and they're all, as well as being the first 2, they're the last 2. They cross the park course before they jump the first fence, and this is the time where the 17 riders will probably be having a bit of an attack of nerves. This is a formidable course even for a professional jockey, but for a comparatively inexperienced amateur it's a very tough game. But there are some experienced riders here: Jim Wilson, Peter Greenall, who won it 2 years ago on Lone Soldier, who rides again here. There is Lone Soldier, we've just seen the light colours, the dark sleeves. I don't think it'll be very long before the 17 runners come under starters' orders, so let's join Peter O'Sullivan.
Gayle Warning, the 9-4 favourite. Blackavar, Mauritius and Roadhead all on the 7-1 mark, 8-1 bar those 4. And for the benefit of my colleagues out in the country, no colours on the race card for Blackavar, number 2. That's he on the far right of the picture now. Very, very dark blue and a red and white check cap. Gayle Warning walking right, Talon on his inside, Caldwell Case just having his girths looked up there, looked at there is Freddie B, just having them attended to. Walking right with the sheepskin nosebands, Highway Duel, a bit of almost black, those colours. Then Glen Carey. Mauritius in the centre. Once again, 18 fences to be jumped. All Grand National fences. This time the crowds from the stands will see them going down to Beaches, which is number 10 at this time. The Canal 12, Valentine's 13. And the chair in this one, number 15 in the Grand National, is number 3 this time. That's Roadhead, and walking right there, the crossbelts, Miss Margaret Wilson, just jogging around the outside of this little circle, following Blackavar, the Irish Hope, Gayle Warning, the spotted cap, Caldwell Case, the epaulets, the sash there on Joey Newton, Barleydale. The grey is Toe Tame, half-brother to the former Grand National winner, Grittar, and the representative, of course, this year, once again, of Frank Gilman and John Frankham, and they're being called in. And this looks like a go. Oh, the starter calls them back. You'll be lucky to get them. The Caldwell Case is gone, but they've all been restrained all right. They've been broken the tape, and the starter wants to go back and form a more perfect line for this Haig Foxhunters chase, which was won by Grittar himself in 1981. Gayle Warning shortened further, 2-1. 2-1 favourite. Starter telling him to stay where they are. And this looks like it. Is he going to let him go this time? Yes, they're away. Caldwell Case just planted a little bit there, got rather slowly away, but there's plenty of time to make up ground now as they come to the first with Highway Duel, one of the early leaders. Highway Duel from Roadhead and Larry Mack and Roman Barr, and right up with them is a mistake there by Barleydale. Blackavar right up with them too. Coming to the next, and Freddie B has come right up to join him and dispute the lead now. Freddie B, Talon, Reliable Robert over on the far side, and they're all safely over the second. All 17 standing as they come to the chair. Freddie B from Reliable Robert and Talon and Mauritius, and then Blackavar and Roman Barr and Larry Mack, and Freddie B's gone there. Freddie B a faller, and also a faller Roman Barr. Those two have gone, and Reliable Robert is left in the lead at the water from Talon. Then comes Blackavar in third. Mauritius is on the inside. Behind him is Larry Mack. Behind Larry Mack is Highway Duel as they swing left-handed. Caldwell Case is next, and then a previous winner, the 82 winner, Lone Soldier, following them. But as they run down across the Melling Road, it's Reliable Robert clear of Talon, then Blackavar on the outside, Mauritius on the inner, Larry Mack's following them, and Caldwell Case, and over to John Hanmer.
They've crossed the Melling Road, and the next fence is the fifth, and Reliable Robert is in the lead with Talon in second place. Blackavar is third. Then Mauritius just in behind them with Caldwell Case. The loose horse, Freddie B, jumping, and Mauritius has gone there. Mauritius made a very bad mistake, gave his rider no chance, and it's Reliable Robert coming to the sixth in the lead from Talon in second place. Then Larry Mack, Caldwell Case, then Barleydale, who's improved after an early mistake, then Lone Soldier going well as they come to the open ditch. Reliable Robert over clear from Caldwell Case, Talon, Larry Mack, Barleydale, then Glen Carey, Gayle Warning on the outside, then comes Lone Soldier and Polaro going to the next. Reliable Robert in the lead as we join Julian Wilson.
And Blackavar was another faller at the fifth, and Reliable Robert is well clear from Caldwell Case on the inside of Larry Mack as they come to the one before Beaches, and Reliable Robert jumps in with a 10-length advantage from Caldwell Case. Talon on the inside, Larry Mack towards the outside with Barleydale. Gayle Warning's right on the wide outside. Glen Carey is coming on the stand side as they come down to Beecher's Brook, and the clear leader is Reliable Robert. Reliable Robert over, makes a mistake, but his rider gets away with it. Caldwell Case over in second, Gayle Warning is third, and Larry Mack, and they're all over Beecher's. Tote makes a mistake, and a faller at the back of the field was Highway Duel as they jumped the one after Beecher's, and Reliable Robert still clear over it from Caldwell Case, then Larry Mack behind that, then Gayle Warning and Talon, then Glen Carey. And Highway Duel's jockey back on his feet and is all right as the leader comes to the canal turn, and that is Reliable Robert, well clear, and flies over it from Larry Mack over in second. Then Caldwell Case behind that. Jumping up on the inside is Gayle Warning, then Lone Soldier getting closer, then Talon and Glen Carey and Barleydale and Polaro as they jump the next. Reliable Robert from Larry Mack in second, then Gayle Warning and Caldwell Case. Glen Carey making ground all the time, then Lone Soldier and Talon and Polaro and Barleydale as we rejoin John Hammer.
Over the fifth last, Reliable Robert over in the lead, and Larry Mack a faller. In second place now is Gayle Warning, then Caldwell Case. Behind him is Lone Soldier, Glen Carey, Talon, then Polaro and Barleydale and Roadhead. Over the last ditch, 4 out. Reliable Robert over first from Gayle Warning in second place, Caldwell Case third, Lone Soldier 4, then Glen Carey, Talon, Polaro, Barleydale and Roadhead, and this is the third last, and Gayle Warning has almost joined Reliable Robert, then Lone Soldier, Caldwell Case, Glen Carey, Talon, then Polaro, Roadhead, Barleydale, who made another mistake, and as they go across the Melling Road with 2 to jump, it's Gayle Warning from Lone Soldier, then Glen Carey, then Reliable Robert and Caldwell Case, and they're clear, but Gayle Warning the favourite in the lead, and over to Peter O'Sullivan.
Yes, Gayle Warning from the 1982 winner Lone Soldier, with Jim Wilson and Glen Carey getting closer all the time in third. Then comes Reliable Robert, and then Caldwell Case, then quite a gap to Talon. Behind Talon, incidentally, is Polaro, and then comes Roadhead, who's giving Margaret Wilson a tremendous ride. Coming down now to the second last fence in the Foxhunters, Gayle Warning and Lone Soldier. Gayle Warning on the inside, Lone Soldier on the outer. Gayle Warning and Lone Soldier, there's nothing between the two as they race towards the last now. Gayle Warning, who was runner-up last year, trying to go one better. Lone Soldier, who was the 82 winner, trying to win it again at the final fence now in the Haig Foxhunters. Gayle Warning lands marginally in the lead there, goes through the top but keeps his position. Lone Soldier is second and challenging again. Then comes Caldwell Case in third, and then Glen Carey. They're racing towards the elbow now, and on the near side it's Gayle Warning, on the far side it's Lone Soldier. Gayle Warning from Lone Soldier now as they race towards the furlong pole. They're past the furlong marker. Gayle Warning the favourite in the lead from Lone Soldier. Talon is finishing well, and so is Caldwell Case, but these two have in between them and racing up towards the line. Gayle Warning is going to win the Haig Foxhunters Chase of 1984. Gayle Warning is the winner, and second is Indian Call, and Talon is going to be third ahead of Polaro. The 1, 2, 3, 4, Gayle Warning, Lone Soldier, Talon, Polaro. Behind them came Glen Carey, and behind Glen Carey was Caldwell Case, and behind Caldwell Case, Reliable Robert, the long-time leader, and the last to finish, in fact, was Barleydale. Roadhead having gone at the last, but he's quite all right, his rider's all right. Here is the winner, Gayle Warning, ridden by Sandy Dudgeon. And of course the point to review here is whether there was interference at the last fence between the winner and the runner-up. But as we await that, let me just recap to you the 1, 2, 3, 4 in the 1984 Haig Foxhunters Chase. First, number 5, Gayle Warning, owned by Mr. J.G. Dudgeon, trained by John Dudgeon, the father, that is, of the rider, Mr. Sandy Dudgeon. Second was number 10, Lone Soldier, owned by Mr. John Docker, trained by him and ridden by Mr. Peter Greenall. And third was number 16, Talon, owned by Mr. Rod Munro Wilson, trained by him and ridden by him. Fourth was number 12, Polaro. Here's the point we want to look at now as they come to the last, and we review it with John Handler.
And at this stage, Gayle Warning's on the right of the picture, Lone Soldier on the left. But after the last fence, they reverse positions, as you see. Gayle Warning, as he did last year, lands in the lead. Sandy Dudgeon just gives him a slight tap with his left hand, and Gayle Warning goes across Lone Soldier, but I'm sure that didn't make any difference. If the stewards think there was interference, I'm sure they'll decide the result was unaffected, because as you see now, Lone Soldier, despite having the advantage of the inside, cannot prevent Gayle Warning from drawing away. And Lone Soldier, who gave Peter Greenall such a memorable winning ride 2 years ago, this time can make no impression on Gayle Warning, who fully deserves his success, having been run out of it from the last fence up this long run in last year, and Sandy Dudgeon keeping him going vigorously and winning definitely on merit.
So marvellous consolation for that tremendous run behind Clear last year for Gayle Warning, ridden by Sandy Dudgeon, and the distance is 7 lengths and 12 lengths. Another fine ride there too for Peter Greenall on Lone Soldier. Peter, who won this in '82, and is also in second now twice and third. There's Margaret Wilson walking back with Roadhead, gave her a marvellous ride, just right till the very last fence. The winner, as you probably spotted, was the 85 to 40 favourite. This is the hero of the event, and the starting price is as follows.
First, number 5, Gayle Warning, 85 to 40 favourite. Second, number 10, Lone Soldier, 14 to 1. And third, number 16, Talon, 12 to 1. First, Gayle Warning, 85 to 40 favourite. Second, Lone Soldier, 14 to 1. And third, Talon, 12 to 1. Jackpot number there was 505.